Hello and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Courtney, and in today's video, I thought I'd talk about some easy ways to clean your crystals and also some basic crystal care info that you should know so that not only do your crystals look beautiful, but that they're working at their full capacity for you. All right, let's dive into today's video. So if you're new to collecting crystals or you've been collecting crystals for a while now and you really want to up your game on keeping your crystals super clean, I mean, nowadays everyone's cleaning everything all the time, this can be a great new tool that you can use in your crystal care routine. I personally like to keep my crystals super clean and I give them a good clean about once a month. I like to follow it with a good cleanse and a good charge. So in this video, I'll definitely talk about all of those things and you can decide how you want to go about doing your own personalized crystal care routine. So the first thing I want to talk about, the most important thing with crystal care, is really knowing what crystal you have and doing the research to make sure that you're giving the crystal the proper care. It's super crucial to get online and really make sure you know what you're dealing with here. Personally, I'll look at my crystal books. I have a couple crystal encyclopedias, or I'll do a quick Google search and I'll find out if my crystal can be in direct sunlight, if my crystal can be exposed to water, and is my crystal toxic? Do I need to wash my hands after I'm done touching my crystal? All of these can be found online or in books, so make sure you do your research before you start any crystal care. So moving on to the next element, water. Water is super crucial because, like I said, once you do your research, you're gonna find out if your crystal can be in contact with water. Something that you'll see online or in encyclopedia books on crystals is the Mohs hardness scale. This is a great tool that geologists use to see if their minerals are gonna dissolve in water. So basically the scale ranges from 0 to 10 in hardness. 0 is like totally gonna dissolve in water. 10 is like super duper hard as a diamond. So depending on where your mineral falls on there, if it's under 5 on that scale, then that means it's most likely gonna dissolve in water. So be super, super cautious when it comes to water. So let's say you have a crystal that is under 5 on the Mohs hardness scale and it's gonna dissolve in water. How do you clean it? The next best thing you can do is get a clean washcloth or towel and just polish it dry. Get all that residue off, get that dust off. That's how you're gonna clean that crystal. Now let's say you have a crystal that can be exposed to water. It's totally fine, it can withstand water, it's not gonna disintegrate, nothing's gonna get ruined. What I like to do to clean my crystals is I'll give them a saltwater bath. A saltwater bath is so great because not only are you cleaning your crystal, but you're also cleansing your crystal. So how do you do a saltwater bath? It's super easy. You just draw water, put your crystals in the bath, and then add 1 cup of salt and let your crystals soak in that saltwater bath for a good 3 to 4 hours. What this is gonna do is it's not only gonna clean your crystals, but the salt's gonna absorb all that stagnant energy that your crystals were holding on to and release it in the water. So when you're ready to take them out, they're gonna be totally ready to just serve you. So staying on that topic of cleaning crystals, one thing I want you guys to be aware of is to not use harsh chemicals on your stones or crystals. Don't use bleach, don't use any like hard chemicals on them because you don't know what's going to happen really. We don't want to do a science experiment. We don't want to see what happens when you add bleach to a crystal because it's probably not going to be good. We want to keep our crystals super beautiful and in their natural form, so don't use any cleaning products on crystals or stones. Another thing I want you guys to be aware of with your crystal care is knowing if your crystal can be exposed to sunlight. When doing your research, you'll also see what crystals are really sensitive to sunlight. Amethyst, fluorite, those are a few that I know are totally gonna fade in sunlight. So definitely don't keep them on your windowsill or in direct contact with sunlight because the color is gonna fade. And that's not good because we wanna keep them as vibrant as possible. I personally like to keep my crystals in like a shaded part of my house. I have them back there. I also have some in my room, and none of them are in direct contact with the sunlight because I just get too scared. I don't want them to get ruined or anything like that. So I always keep them in like a shaded, non-direct sunlight area. And the last thing I wanted to talk about with crystal care is the importance of cleansing and charging your crystals. There are so many ways to cleanse and charge your crystals. I just gave an example for cleansing in salt water. So if you can do that with your crystals, that's a great way to cleanse your crystals. Also, I've talked about in past videos using Palo Santo or sage to cleanse crystals. And then, charging them up with the moonlight or with sound. A certain frequency really charges up crystals. But I would just say whatever method you're using, I would do it at least once a month, to be honest. I think that's going to really help the crystal just, give it its full game to you. It's going to work super hard if you're cleansing and charging once a month. So that's my crystal care video. I hope you enjoyed that one. If you have a method of cleaning your crystals that I didn't talk about that you'd like to share, please don't be shy. Hit me up in the comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, you know what to do. Thanks for hanging out with me, and until next time.